I want you to think about the last time you felt truly inspired. The rush of motivation, the sudden bit of clarity. Maybe it was after watching a movie. Maybe it was after reading a book, having a conversation, anything. You made plans, you set goals, and this time it feels different. But after a few days later, the motivation dims down, you don't feel the same anymore, and you're left wondering, why do I feel like this? Why am I never staying motivated? Here's the truth, okay? There is nothing wrong with you. You are just relying on the wrong type of motivation. The life you want does not require inspiration. It requires consistency. And today I'm going to be talking about how that's the most liberating news you will ever hear. Let's bust a myth, okay? The myth says that once I find the right motivation, I will change. Everyone says it. It's all over social media, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, everywhere. Everyone says it. Maybe you just need the right quote, the right book, the right video. You just need the right something. But inspiration is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. You cannot build a life on something that constantly comes and goes, okay? Inspiration is an amazing feeling. It's an amazing gift, right? But it's not a plan, it's not a strategy, and it's definitely something you cannot control. Let's say, for example, the people who you admire, okay? They are not more motivated than you. They are not more inspired than you. They're not more special than you. All they've done is stopped waiting for inspiration to strike and start working without it. They learned that showing up on the days that they don't want to do anything is actually how they produce results. Let's talk about how consistency actually works. Consistency is showing up even when you don't feel like it, okay? It means doing the workout even if you're tired. It means reading a book even if you don't want to. It means eating a healthy meal even though you crave something unhealthy. Because the person who writes a page every day will have a full book by the end of the year, and the person who waits for inspiration will have a blank page. Consistency is about forgiving the slip and continuing anyways, okay? Because no one's perfect. We're all human, okay? No one is made to never make a mistake, okay? But the one thing that will help with consistency is being able to forgive yourself. If you are able to forgive yourself, you will be able to stay consistent. Consistency is not about never failing. It's about always being able to get back up. Consistency is boring, and that's a superpower, okay? If you think about this, inspiration, it feels exciting, it feels warm, right? But that feeling doesn't last long, okay? But for consistency, on the other hand, it's long, it's boring, but it will slowly build itself in the future. So how do you actually build consistency? Okay, how do you stop relying on inspiration and start doing what you want to do? Step 1 is to lower the bar dramatically. The only reason why you need inspiration is because your bar is too high up. You need to lower it, okay? What is the smallest thing of something you could possibly do? Maybe not the whole workout, but maybe a few push-ups. Maybe not reading the whole chapter, but reading a page. Make it so easy to the point that you can't even say no anymore. Step 2 is to separate decision and action, okay? Most of your energy is spent deciding, whether you want to do this or maybe you don't want to do this, okay? What I want you to do is just stop. Just stop completely, okay? If you're gonna say, if you're gonna wake up at 7 a.m., you're gonna wake up at 7 a.m. Don't be like, oh my God, like I don't really feel like that. Stop. Just get up and do what you need to do. Because when 7 a.m. comes, you don't decide, you just execute it because the decision is already made. Step 3 is to track the streak, not the quality, okay? There is a certain mindset, the all or nothing mindset that kills consistency, okay? So how about next time, instead of thinking, how well you did something, think about if you even did it in the first place. Did you even show up? Okay, even if it was just for 5 minutes, because 5 minutes is so much more better than showing up for 0 minutes. Step 4 is to plan for the inevitable slip, okay? We're human. You will have a day where you just slip up and make a mistake. You need to plan for when that day happens, because it's either, are you going to let that mistake ruin your whole week, or are you actually going to get up and forget about it? Step 5 is to remove the inspiration requirement. Stop asking, do I feel like doing it? Okay, that question is irrelevant. Okay, your feelings do not get a vote. Instead of asking that, ask, did I even do this? If yes, then it's not because you're inspired, but because you're a person who can truly keep their words to themselves. Now, let me paint you a picture of how it will be when you stop chasing inspiration and start working towards consistency. You stop waiting, okay? There's no more saying, oh, I'll do it when I feel like it, I'll do it later or something, because you've stopped waiting. You've stopped waiting for inspiration to hit because you know that showing up is better than showing up wondering how you feel. You start to trust yourself, okay? Every time you tell yourself that, oh, I'm going to do this, and you actually do it, you deposit evidence into your self-trust bank. And trust is the foundation of everything. You start making real progress, okay? Not dramatic or big progress, okay? You could look back in a few days. You're gonna be like, oh, there's nothing. But in a year's time, you can look back and see that there's everything. You become someone who finishes things, okay? Inspiration starts things, but consistency finishes things, okay? Who would you rather be? Someone who starts things but doesn't end it, or would you rather be someone who starts something and ends it? So here's your invitation. Stop waiting for inspiration to strike. Stop waiting for that boost of motivation, because it's not gonna come. The life you want is not built from moments of inspiration. It's built in ordinary days where you don't want to show up, no one's watching, and you don't feel like it. Your job today is not to feel inspired, but it's to do the smallest version of something you can do today. What's one small action you can do today? Tell me in the comments below. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and share it to someone who needs to see this. Subscribe for more ways to rebuild your life.